Ancient Whispers. A journey into the echoes of the past where forgotten civilizations, powerful rulers, and timeless mysteries come back to life. In this documentary, we uncover the stories that shaped history and continue to whisper through time. Ancient Egypt was not just a civilization, it was one of the longest and most influential cultures in human history. For more than 3,000 years, along the fertile banks of the Nile River, the ancient Egyptians built a society that mastered architecture, religion, art, science, and politics in ways that still amaze the modern world. The Nile was the heart of Egypt. Every year it flooded, leaving behind rich soil that allowed crops to grow and cities to thrive. This natural cycle created stability, and from stability came civilization. Egypt was divided into Upper Egypt in the south and Lower Egypt in the north, and around 3100 BCE a ruler known as Nama united the two lands, marking the beginning of dynastic Egypt and the age of the pharaohs. The pharaoh was not seen as a normal king. He was believed to be a divine ruler, the living embodiment of the god Horus on earth and the son of the sun god Ra. His role was to maintain Ma'at, the cosmic balance that represented truth, order, and justice. Everything in Egyptian life revolved around this idea of balance. When the pharaoh ruled well, the gods were pleased, the Nile flooded correctly, and Egypt prospered. When chaos appeared, it was believed that Ma'at had been broken. This belief system shaped Egyptian politics, religion, and daily life for centuries. During the Old Kingdom, often called the Age of the Pyramids, Egypt reached new heights of power and organization. Pharaohs such as Djoser, Sneferu, and Khufu ordered the construction of monumental stone pyramids as eternal homes for their souls. The Great Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu around 2560 BCE, remains one of the greatest engineering achievements in human history. These pyramids were not built by slaves, as myths often claim, but by skilled workers who believed they were serving a divine purpose. The pyramid was more than a tomb. It was a symbol of resurrection, designed to help the pharaoh ascend to the heavens and join the gods. After centuries of prosperity, Egypt entered a period of instability known as the First Intermediate Period, where central authority weakened and regional rulers fought for power. Eventually, Egypt was reunited, giving rise to the Middle Kingdom, an era marked by strong administration, cultural growth, and a deeper connection between the pharaoh and the people. Literature flourished, art became more realistic, and the pharaoh was portrayed not just as a god, but as a shepherd caring for his people. This balance of power and responsibility strengthened Egypt once again, but history would soon repeat itself. The New Kingdom marked the golden age of ancient Egypt. It was a time of empire, wealth, and international influence. Pharaohs led powerful armies, expanded Egypt's borders, and built some of the most famous temples ever known. Hatshepsut ruled as a female pharaoh, proving that power in Egypt was not limited by gender. Akhenaten attempted a radical religious revolution by worshipping one god, the Aten, changing Egyptian religion forever. Tutankhamun, though a minor ruler in life, became the most famous pharaoh in death after his tomb was discovered nearly intact. Ramesses II, known as Ramesses the Great, ruled for over 60 years and filled Egypt with colossal statues and monuments celebrating his victories and legacy. Religion was the foundation of Egyptian life. The Egyptians worship hundreds of gods, each responsible for different aspects of the universe. Ra ruled the sun, Osiris governed the afterlife, Isis represented magic and motherhood. Anubis protected the dead, and Horus symbolized kingship and protection. These gods were not distant beings, they were deeply involved in daily life. Temples were built not for public worship, but as homes for the gods, where priests performed rituals to keep divine forces satisfied and the universe in balance. Death, to the ancient Egyptians, was not an ending but a transformation. They believed the soul was made of multiple parts that needed the body to survive. This belief led to the practice of mummification, a complex ritual designed to preserve the body for eternity. In the afterlife, the heart of the deceased was weighed against the feather of Ma'at. A light heart meant eternal life, while a heavy heart meant destruction. Tombs were filled with food, tools, and spells to help the dead navigate the dangers of the next world and live forever among the gods. Over time, Egypt's power began to fade. Internal divisions, economic strain, and foreign invasions weakened the once great civilization. The Assyrians, Persians, Greeks, and eventually the Romans took control of Egypt. In 30 BCE, after the death of Cleopatra VII, the last ruler of the Ptolemaic dynasty, Egypt became a Roman province. The age of the pharaohs came to an end, but their legacy did not. Today, the monuments of ancient Egypt still stand, defying time, reminding the world of a civilization that mastered eternity. Ancient Egypt may have fallen, but its story continues to captivate humanity, proving that true greatness never truly dies. This was Ancient Whispers, where history speaks beyond the pages of books. If you enjoy exploring the hidden echoes of the past, subscribe to the channel and continue the journey with us.